Ninjago, best Lego show of all time with over 20 seasons. That is 17 seasons from Master of Spinjitzu and 2 seasons from Dragon's Eye with another upcoming season. I suddenly got the idea of talking about the ninja and the sudden changes, or just normal changes, that etc. One of the main reasons I wanted to talk about this was Kai and him being a jerk to his brother-in-law, or the future brother-in-law. This series would be divided into 3 parts: the ninja, the side characters, and the villains. The first would be about the ninja. I would talk about characters till Dragon's Rising, including characters like Aaron, Sora, or Wildfire. And of course, there are spoilers ahead if you haven't watched Dragon Rising. Kai. Kai is the fire ninja and the impulsive personality of the group. He was the son of the previous fire and water element masters, Ray and Maya, and the big brother of Nia, aka the water ninja or Samurai X. Starting from the pilot episode, he acts completely out of impulse, though he can't not possessed, but then became even worse in Skybound. This season has always been my least favorite, and I could never bear to watch it again. And this made it even worse. All of Kai's was just too selfish, and he thought like the whole world revolved around him. Heck, he even doxed the ninja when they went to see Nelson at the hospital. In the next season, The Hands of Time, and yes, I am skipping the Day of the Departed because Kai rarely even said anything in it. So, in The Hands of Time, Kai almost got his father killed. Just like he was gonna let Lloyd die in the Fire Temple back in season 1 just so he could get the Fang Blade. Imagine Kai coming out of the temple without Lloyd and just the Fang Blade. After that, Kai didn't have much of a personality other than being angry a few times. I was okay with that. But then, Kai became a jerk, especially to Jay. Mostly things are fine and even funny at sometimes, but sometimes it's super rude. For example,
I mean, Jay had to save me just now. Jay!
Huh. That's a weird way of saying thanks.
I felt Jay's pain there, and I'm totally with him.
I am with you too. This was super rude.
There are times where it's just plain awkward and kind of rude. Say, and I'm just making this up here, maybe a moment where your friend saves your life and you turn right around and say, that guy had to save me just now. That guy.
And of course, things sure are funny sometimes.
Guys, you're both too valuable to risk. It should be someone expendable. Like Jay.
What?
Wow, right? Sure. I can't believe this. Are we in a nightmare?
Okay, let me give you another example of Kai being rude. Just because you think it's just teasing or like it only happened at that very moment.
Why send us to an empty lot?
I told you! They're wackos! Anyone who likes Jay that much can't be normal.
Kai said that in front of Nia. He's becoming stupid, isn't he? In Dragon's Rising, his personality is actually great, and now that he's a teacher, kind of, it's as cool as it could be. But then, at the end of season 2, he says,
Lost his memory. It's like he's a completely different person.
Well, in Jay's case, that might be an improvement.
he still makes fun of Jay. I don't think he's ever gonna learn, is he? Plus, I don't think there's any need to make the talk about Kai a little too long, so we'll just continue to the next one.
You were right. The ninja failed me.
Okay, so this guy says that the ninja failed him. He was just getting beat up by Noct during the match. The ninja were the only people fighting. Like, he is super weak. Like, it's not completely his fault. Lord is also to blame. Like, he was getting swept away into a villainous form, maybe. And, like, Lloyd just didn't care. Oh, yeah, another thing that I don't like is let's calm down by looking at Aaron getting beat up by Noct for 8 seconds straight.
Shatterskin's not the only fighting style.
And now
What was
Nia. She is Kai's sister and had been the previous Samurai X Tail Pixel look the title. She had inherited the power of the previous elemental master of water, her mother. She is similar to Kai in terms of anger but not impulse. In sea biology, Nia sacrificed herself by becoming the one with the sea like Naya did. The ninja had to absorb her power to make her normal. Since then, she had been 10 times weaker. So, now talking about the changes, what the hell happened to Samurai X? So, from I think the season where she got her powers, I think the Hands of Time, from that season all the way to Crystallize, she had been the Water Ninja. Then at the end of Crystallize, she becomes the Samurai X again, and then in Dragon's Rising becomes the Water Ninja again. So I think it could have been better to have a mix between the Samurai X and Water Ninja, kind of like what just shows on the screen. I'm not sure if this is an actual set or fan made thing, but yeah. But I think they also need to give some role to Pixel. Anyway, in Dragon's Rising, Nia becomes a little too weak, but after I think the Dragon's Rising technique, it is a little better, but the weaknesses are there, and that's probably because she lost her power in the Seabound season, or maybe Crystallized. Moving on to the next character,
Lloyd?
Die! Lloyd Garmadon! Give me your candy, or else I'll release the serpentine on you!
Lloyd, who became the face of Ninjago from season 2, is the Green Ninja and the son of Garmadon and Misako. He's the grandson of the guy who created Ninjago, the first Spinjitzu master, and I still can't understand why he's asking for candies in his first appearance. He had been converted into an adult or maybe a teenager by a magical potion. He is the coordinator of Source Dragon Energy, and also, had it not been for the potion, Lloyd would have been the same age as Aaron as Sora. He was the one who had defeated the Overlord, as it was said in the prophecy by the first Spinjitzu master. So Lloyd doesn't have any changes which make him different from other characters. We actually saw him growing in a perfect way, so it was obvious how he has changed. Moving to the next character.
Jay is going to be guilty of war crimes.
Okay, so Jay. So where do I start with Jay? So he was basically a lightning ninja and kind of the technician guy of Ninjago. He was almost got turned into a snake by snake poison. Well, guess what? He is the perfect opposite of Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. Just look at them. Anyway, so after the merge, Jay has lost his memories and was kind of evil now. So that's kind of expected. And he is the husband of Nia, Kai's brother-in-law, and he is the one Kai makes fun of all the time.
Memory, it's like he's a completely different person.
Well, in Jay's case, that might be an improvement.
Okay, this is probably one of the most infuriating 12 seconds of my life. Kai literally hears that his sister had to fight her boyfriend and that he's got amnesia, and he still uses this to make fun of Jay. Still! This is awful! Seriously though, I hope that Kai and Jay can have a more healthy relationship.
Well, guess what Kai and Jay's healthy relationship could be. On to the next character. Okay, so Zane. Zane was created by a scientist or inventor called Dr. Julian, whatever his full name was. He created Zane to maybe as his son or something. And when he died, Zane just lost all his memories because he turned off the memory switch. However, after Zane regained his memories, he got to know that he was a robot, etc. etc. He became a ninja along with Kai and the other ninjas. So he had died once after defeating the Overlord, and he had rebuilt himself after the events of the reboot season. After he had rebuilt himself, he was a little too strong compared to before, and he was a very lovable and strong character. Even though he did lose at very weird ways, like how he lost from Mr. E or whatever his name was. So after a bit of time during Dragon's Rising, he was very strong, well, a little less stronger than before because all of the ninjas has lost their power, and his golden weapon was the shurikens of ice. So this character didn't have many changes and was very cool. That the things remained the same. And we're on to the next character.
You taught it! Still not ringing a bell.
Okay, so Cole. Cole is one of the strongest ninjas because after he was turned back into a human, his non-ghost hands became very strong, and he has a weird scar-like thingy on his face. So after when he became a ghost by this young guy, so he was like starting fade away, etc., etc. Soon, in some due years, he became normal. And actually, in Dragon's Rising, he got really nice, like mechs and sets. He is the elemental master of Earth, and there were many changes when he got first introduced in Dragon's Rising. So I guess we're moving on to the next character.
What are you doing? Stop!
After the merge, Aaron was left alone in the merged lands. He is very stupid. He believes anyone and anything. Raj has manipulated him and turned him against the ninja towards the end of season 3. When he was left alone, he became friends with Sora, a runaway from Imperium. Okay, so Sora is the tech engineer thingy of Ninjago, kind of the same as Jay was before. So a new ninja, the pink ninja, creates few attack device thingies that destroy the universe. Period. That's just it. She doesn't have much of a personality other than being the opposite of Aaron, and she might probably help the ninja make him good again, or maybe he'll just become a conduit for the Overlord to come back, because like the Overlord is maybe the master of Ras, or whatever however his name is pronounced. Anyway, moving on to the next character.
Now that's an armory.
Wildfire, the same age as Aaron and Sora. She is the student of Kai, another person who just like gets very angry and like acts out of impulse. So like she was raided by a dragon called Heatwave, and that dragon had found her in a place in the wilderness, and she was abandoned by her parents. Anyway, I think that might be it about the characters. And when Jay gets back,
If he gets back.
maybe Kai and Jay might be like good friends again. Before, like, when they fought a lot. Anyway, this might be it for today's video. Thanks for watching.